Hi guys, welcome back. This is Raid Shadow Legends, and today we'll be talking about the Fire Knight Castle. So you can get artifacts and everything from the Fire Knight's Castle. In the boss guide, a Searing Storm attacks all enemies. Dazzling Flames attacks all enemies, places a 30% decreased speed debuff for 3 turns. Its damage is based on attack. Cloak of Fire starts the battle with Divine Shield. While active, the shield reduces the damage FRYO receives by 80%, prevents FRYO from receiving any debuffs or being affected by the other skill effects. This shield cannot be removed by skills that remove debuffs. Each hit FRYO takes decreases the strength of the shield. So what you want to do is have champions in your team who can knock that shield down as quick as possible. So they can do multiple hits. So to remove that shield out of the way, so then you can attack and do the damage. He's immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, block active skills, block passive skills, fear, true fear, petrification debuffs. Also immune to HP exchange effects, HP balancing effects, and cooldown increasing effects. So yeah, you want to knock that shield down as quick as possible. So this is why I use Cold Hearts. They can do multiple hits to remove that shield out of the way, and the Cold Hearts as well can control have the control with their cooldown skills on their Heat Seeker. So I'll have a look at the team and how I got them set up. First off, we'll go to Great Hall. So you can see the levels here I have in the Great Hall. As you can see, I'm only a lower level player, but this is what I've achieved so far in the Great Hall. So it gives you an idea to what levels you can go to, what stage you can go to in the Fire Knight with a Great Hall. You don't need to have the highest level Great Hall to be able to achieve higher stages in campaigns. Arbiter. Arbiter's the main champion here. She's our speed champion. She'll give the additional speed to our champions as well. And the idea of having that speed is so you can take extra turns over the enemy. So the more turns you can get, the more damage you can do. Now I don't have the best items or anything at this stage, so to be able to do sets, so I've just focused on speed, giving to Arbiter the extra turns. She has the skills as well. Mentor of Heroes places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, then fills the turn meter of allies by 30%, heals all allies by 25% on their max HP if they have less than HP. She has attacks all enemies 1 time, has a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. And this is her main one, what she's in the team for. Revives all dead allies to 35% HP and fills the turn meters of all allies by 20%. Grants an extra turn to this champion if ally was successfully revived. So of course I'm going to be using Cold Hearts as well. Now Cold Hearts will often die in this lineup, but the idea is Arbiter's there to bring them back to life. So their main role, the Cold Hearts, is for FRYO, to take him out and not. The masteries are set up as Deadly Precision, Keen Strike, Heart of Glory, Life Drinker, Single Out, increases the damage, Bring It Down, Methodical, War Master to give the extra damage, and then on the support we have it for extra accuracy. Charge Focus, it gives accuracy as well. Swarm Spinner gives accuracy. Law of Steel increases the base set bonuses. Evil Eye increases the turn meter by 20% with single targets 5% of AoE skills. Sniper increases the chances of placing any debuff from skills or artifacts. And Master Hexer. The next champion in the team is Drexter. We have Drexter here for his HP burns. At this stage we have him in lifesteal, giving the heals by 30% of the damage he does. That's to help keep him alive. We have him about 150 crit damage, 200 accuracy, so he can get his HP burn off. His skills: attacks one enemy 3 times, has a 30% chance of placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Heals this champion by 27% of the damage inflicted if the target is under a HP burn debuff. Fury Blood has a 55% chance of placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns on the attacker when hit. This champion Res increases by 10 for every enemy under a HP burn, stacks up to 50. Attacks all enemies, has a 40% chance of placing provoke debuff for 1 turn. This chance increases to 100% if the target is under a HP burn debuff. Also places a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. The provoke debuff is placed. His Aurora doesn't matter so much because he's not in the lead, so he won't get the benefit of using this, which would have been increases all ally accuracy in all battles by 70. His masteries have him set up in defense. This is just to help him keep him alive. Extra additional defense there. Decreases damage received from AoE attacks. Shadow Heal heals this champion by 6% of their max HP each time an enemy is healed. Goes once per turn. Resurgent has a 50% chance to remove 1 debuff from this champion when they lose 25% of their HP. Reduces damage this champion receives from a specific enemy by 0.75% with each hit taken from that enemy. Damage reduction stacks up to 6% for each enemy. Selfless Defender decreases the damage any ally receives from the first enemy hit in each round by 20%. This champion will receive that damage instead. Cyclone of Revenge has a 50% chance increasing the turn meter by 15% when an ally is attacked with a critical hit. And Bulwark decreases damage all allies receive by 5%. This champion will receive that damage instead. So that's why I get him in the lifesteal, so you can get some of his health back each time. Support role, he has extra HP. Increases the value of heals by this champion cast by 5%. Exalting Death heals the champion by 10% of max HP the first time an enemy is killed each round. Swarm Smitter increases accuracy. Increases the base stat bonus of all artifact sets that increase base stats by 15%. That's the Law of Steel. Evil Eye decreases the target's turn meter when this champion hits them with the default skill for the first time. And we have him in Sniper. Now, other champions in the team are our Cold Hearts. Now, the one Cold Hearts we have set up in the Reflex gear to help, cool down one skill. We give our Cold Hearts as much crit damage as possible because that's where their Heart Seeker will do the most damage and as much accuracy as well. Because that's where their main skill is. It's in the Heart Seeker. Attacks one enemy, decreases the turn meter by 100%. So this is why Cold Heart will help with the Fire Knight. She hits, she'll take that target's turn meter back down to 0. Keep him into control, and so we can finish him off before he can put his shield back up. Flurry of Arrows attacks 4 times at random. So this is the best champion I can have in my team. 4 attacks, so that brings that shield down pretty quick. If the shield is at 5, boom, 4 down to 1. It takes it out quick as possible. Art of Pain attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance you can place the 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 1 turn. Places 5% poison debuff for 2 turns if the target is under a heal reduction buff. The Masteries. Deadly Precision gives you extra crit rate. Keen Strike gives you additional crit damage. Increases damage inflicted by 5% with attacking with full HP. Single Out increases damage inflicted to targets with less than 40% HP by 8%. Whirlwind of Death. Bring It Down increases the damage inflicted by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. Cyclone of Violence has a 30% chance of decreasing the cooldown of random skill by 1 turn if the damage inflicted by a skill exceeds 30% of the target's max HP. Kill Streak increases damage inflicted by 6% in the arena and 3% in all other locations for each enemy killed by this champion in battle. Stacks across each round and battle up to 12%. Blood Shield places a shield buff on the champion for 1 turn when this champion kills an enemy. And then we have Flawless Execution. That's to give the extra 20% crit damage. In support, we have the accuracy. This is why we want Cold Hearts to have much accuracy as possible. Increase accuracy by 20%, charge focus. Swarm Spinner increases accuracy for each enemy alive. We have Evil Eye. And Master Hexer has a 30% chance to extend the duration of any debuff cast by this champion by 1 turn. It will not extend stun, sleep, freeze, provoke, fear, true fear, bomb, or petrification debuffs. Now we have each of our cold hearts set up with the same masteries. Speeds, over time we'll increase these speeds as we get better gear as well. But as long as we have that extra crit damage and accuracy, that's our main goal at this stage. As you can see here, the speed around the 180 mark, 220, 230 crit damage, 277 accuracy. So this makes Cold Heart at 277 accuracy. She would be good up to level 25, as you want to work on 10 accuracy per level. So level 10, 100 accuracy, level 20, 200 accuracy, level 25, 250 accuracy. So that's our idea with our Cold Hearts. We have around here as well on this Cold Heart around 174, 260, around 260 damage, crit damage. We require a little bit more accuracy on this Cold Heart, but for up to level 20, that's 200 accuracy, so we should be okay at this stage. And we'll jump straight into it, back into the dungeon, into the Fire Knight. So this is Fire Knight Castle Stage 1. We'll lead off with Arbiter. She gives the increased speed in the team. Drexy's there for the HP burns. And then we have our Cold Hearts as our nukers. If they do die in stages, it does not matter too much because Arbiter's there as well. She can revive all champions. So we'll jump straight into it. These will just be quick as it's early stages. And it's just to show you now. See the shield? It gets taken down pretty quick with the Cold Hearts. And that was the Fire Knight Castle Stage 1. We got a reward of 1 set stun shield. We'll sell that. 3,200 silver. And at the moment there's an event on, so we get light coins as well as a reward. And that was the Fire Knight's Castle Stage 1. Thank you.